Well, hello everyone, welcome back. No fun intro today, I have nothing more to show you, so we're just gonna dive right back in. So like I was saying, I had been just exploring, basically just around this area. Just not recording it, just kind of getting used to things. Talking to people, the boring stuff. I talked to this person and opened up this evacuation shelter. So we're gonna get down here and start exploring to get started. Which looks super freaking cool. And as this person says, very cozy. Indeed. Look at all this dust. Well, we are below a well. Well. Hey, I know that face. And any face I know is the face of a friend. Please, Link, help yourself to anything in this shelter. It's all yours to use as you see fit. Don't you dare go making a mess of this place and kicking up dust. I spent so much time cleaning in here, there's still endless amounts of dust. Where does all this dust even come from anyway? Well, we're underground. Hey, you with the newspaper. Today in the Lucky Clover Gazette, mysterious shrines appear all over the world overnight. Shrines appear everywhere due to shifts caused by the upheaval. With Pura as their leader, the Zonai survey team begins thorough investigations the world over. Huh. Guess this paper is a little old. Remnants of the Zonai civilization have started popping up all over. This calls for the Zonai survey team. Well, it should call for that, but instead they've got me hanging out here until further notice. I spent loads of hours memorizing everything in the Zonai survey team. Book over there. Guess the best thing to do now is to stay on top of the news in each region, so I'm even more prepared when the call comes. Freezing temperatures bring feathery shivers to Rito. The Rito are all over this newspaper lately. They live out in the Hebrew region, if I recall. It's in the snowfields of northwest Hyrule. Some surveyors grouse about going there because of how cold it is. And all they need to do is bring proper gear and supplies for cold resistance, and go to the Rito Inn to sleep on a luxurious fluffy down bed. I know, it's important to be on standby here, but I wish they'd send me out on a survey already. Me too. So we're very newspaper-centric here, huh? Zonai survey team's 3 big ideas. Whoa. Our team's purpose. We of the Zonai survey team were founded and tasked by Princess Zelda to study ruins and ancient documents. Through the lens of the archaeological understanding, it is her hope that we will uncover the deep history of Hyrule. Due to the upheaval, many ruins from the Zonai civilization came crashing down from the sky. We have known very little of the Zonai, but we may now have evidence that their culture once flourished in the sky above. Our chief executive is Poro, the first individual in the world to find a clue to deciphering the Zonai scripts. Our current surveys are wholly focused on learning more about the Zonai civilization. Research results are shared out to specialists at the base in Kakariko Village. Alright. It's the same Hyrulean script, and yet it's so different from our modern language. I still have a lot to learn. Don't tell me. Based on your stature, physique, and distinctive right arm, you must be Link. Am I right? Here has told me so much about you. I'm Wordsworth. My research specialty is ancient Hyrulean. By ancient Hyrulean, I don't mean the text around the ring ruins, but something different. What we call the language used in the time of Hyrule's foundings. Our modern language is built on that foundation. These books here are written in that ancient tongue. They'd look like gibberish to your average Hyrulean. Are you curious about the ancient Hyrulean? I don't have anything to show you as things stand now, but I'm sure I'll someday have results posted and ready for all to see at the lab in Kakariko Village. Hey, are you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see one. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Burmano, and they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I want to say something fancy like, for today's menu, we have fruit and mushroom mix. That'll rev you right up. Yeah, I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. I don't have any. If I don't have any, my most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. Oh, my nose is detecting an aroma. Sweet, tangy, pleasant aroma. Could it be? Do you have an apple? Of course I do. Come on. You are really generous. I'm giving you first crack at some grub. Hold on a sec. Baked apple? I'm calling it Burmana's special fruit and mushroom mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? Beautiful. I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple, a mushroom, and a pot. You should try making some. You can sit by this fire? That's funny. Is there a bed here to rest? Interesting, there seems not to be. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, hey, is that you, Link? You have a helmet. I've been nose down, so I don't know what's happening around me half the time. This is pretty involved, so I'm going to keep sitting here while I wrench on this. You might have heard, but when the upheaval happened, all of the weapons decayed. I've poured so much energy into trying to fix them, but it's been no use. Decayed? Yeah, just before the upheaval, gloom began pouring out of the ground. It clung to the weapons, pulsing, as if alive. We watched as the weapons rotted to pieces right before our eyes. It was all pretty wild, and I don't understand how it happened. At a time when Hyrule Castle can float, I've given up on trying to make sense of most things. Yeah, you and me both. Oh yeah, in case nobody has mentioned yet, you're welcome to the weapons over there. Though they probably won't be much use to you since they're, you guessed it, decayed. Those ones? Traveler Sword. Boko Reaper. Whoa. What can we... Oh, we'll probably get rid of you. Get out of here. Boko Reaper. Fuse that with something. Let's see here. Fuse you with, like... Boko Horn? Maybe? Horn or... Which one should I do? I wish it showed you the fuse power right here. That would be cool. Because as it is now, I gotta go here. Come on over to... Where am I? Here? Is it here? Yes. 5 and 4. Okay, so Construct Horn's a little better. So, we will come here, drop it, whoops, drop it, use, do the Boko Reaper. Use has already been used on this? Oh. Oh, what is it then? See if I can find out. Oh, okay. Traveler Sword already has something. Okay. Presumably I'll get to know that with time. It's Atmos. Oh, it's you, Link. Pardon me for getting lost in my work here. This map tends to get all my attention. Atmos and the Atlas. Are you interested in the different people of Hyrule and where they live? That's my entire field of study. When I'm out in deployment with the monster control crew, I spend hours poring over maps. As such, I'm the most knowledgeable in the Lookout Landing about Hyrule's various peoples and their towns and villages. Hyrule has 8 major places that its various people call home. Oh dear. Wow, okay. Lookout Landing is located here in central Hyrule. northwest here, there's Rito Village and Hebra. Then there's Gerudo Town that's located in the to the southwest in the Gerudo region. You'll find Goron City in the northeast in Eldin. Travel a bit further east and you'll come across Tarry Town in Akala. Not too far, there is Zora's Domain. That's within the Lanayru region. Continuing to the southeast Hyrule, you'll come across a cluster of Hylian villages. These are within an area called Necluda. Within that cluster, you'll find Kakariko Village, where the Sheik live. I hear the village leader is quite lovely. If you're seeking a tranquil spot, Ateno Village is worth a visit. I also hear it's become Hyrule's center of fashion. Finally, there's Lurelin Village. It's a wonderful getaway destination. Many of the aforementioned towns and villages have been deeply affected by the upheaval. If removing even a fraction of the monsters helps soothe the peoples of Hyrule, then that's what we'll do. Our monster control crew is on patrol each day, gathering information from everyone, everywhere. There's been an increase in the number of unfamiliar monsters since the upheaval as well. Be careful out there. Alright, so just a wealth of knowledge down here. Oh, there are beds. Can I just use this? Yes, I can.
Oh.
Link, right? You really are that Link guy, aren't you? I heard folks talking about you. And your face matches the one on the poster. Oh, sorry, you wanted a bed? Yeah, you can go ahead and take whatever empty bed you like. Nap and sleep talking is particularly audible here, so you probably want a bed a little further from him. His physical condition has been deteriorating ever since he investigated one of the chasms. Oh no. That's despite how long he's been back, which has been quite a while. He still hasn't made much of a recovery. The upheaval created massive openings across the land, known as chasms. In fact, there's one nearby just beneath Hyrule Castle, and another to the south of Lookout Landing. If you go plumbing those depths, you'll come across plenty of gloom. You touch that stuff and your health will take a turn for the worse. Anyway, there's a young girl named Joshua who's been heading up investigations into the chasms. Despite her age, she's been leading the charge. Pretty remarkable if you ask me. What are you mumbling about? Not going near chasms anymore. Nasty gloom. It's everywhere, making everyone sick. Making me sick. Glad I ate that yellow plant stuff from the gloom specialist. Any more gloom and I'd be canoeing down old Death River. You just have full-on conversations in your sleep, huh? Work my tail off with Joshua. Kid runs circles around Pura and Robbie. She loves research. Me? I'm sick to death of chasm research. At least I'm starting to feel better, but I think I'll lie down now. Keep lying here. Oh my gosh. Let's recover our health before we head up to Hyrule Castle. Back to full health. Let's get the heck out of here. Quick and easy way. That's pretty exciting. This tower, is this a climbable tower? I have not even really finished exploring this little area. You can go in, wow. Oh, you can go up, jeez. Look at this thing. Can I ascend? Yeah, that would be funny. Can I activate this thing at all? I cannot. Kinda almost looks like it wants the Sheikah Slate. Whoever has that thing these days. I'm guessing I can't climb this net stuff. Oh, I can. I kinda feel like... No, there's no climbing that, is there? Like, no chance. Worth a shot? My tiny little stamina bar. This could take a long time. Maybe we'll fast forward through this part. Or maybe you'll fast forward through this part. It's fine. Leave me here, all alone. I'll see you in a few minutes. Depending on how far we can make it. I don't see a resting spot. Oh yeah, I can rest. Maybe here? No? Yep. But I think this is where the journey... Well, maybe there's another spot right there. This was always some of the most fun I had. Breath of the Wild, just trying to like shimmy my way up a cliff or something. Might be able to. Depending on that last section. If I had something to recover my stamina, for sure I'd be able to get up there. Now what's gonna be sad is getting back down. Wow, okay, so... Jeez. I might... quarter through our stamina. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're gonna be okay. We're not supposed to be here yet, I don't think. Trying to get a cool view. Maybe I'll use this opportunity to mark off some shrines. Get a better, like, view of the land. Oof, just barely. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here yet. Well, that's small unfortunate. Oh, I can use a wing to get down, though. Okay. You see, here's a shrine. Did I do that one yet? Looks like I did not, so we will put a pin there. Maybe we'll do a handful of shrines before we head to Hyrule Castle. Do you see anything else? What is that? Is that like an enemy encampment? Is that a shrine? Yep. Any closer? I did the one in Castletown. Don't really see any in the immediate horizon. It's another stable. Did we get more pins in this game? I don't know why I felt like there were only 4. It's kind of all I can see. I guess I'll pin that stable. Right, that's yellow. What I think I'll do... Edit you to be... Perfect. Looks just like a horse. Guess that's kind of it. Did I pin this one? I did not. Alright, that'll do nicely. We'll do these 3. And then head to Hyrule Castle. Sounds like a plan. First things first. Let's try to grab a wing here. Can't take it out here? Why? Why not? Did it work? Heck. That's sad. Is it like not flat enough? Oh, you can do that with them too. Oh. Get on there. Don't let it fall. Okay. Can I like shimmy this thing off? No? Does jumping actually cause momentum? Don't know if it does. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to use a fan too. How do I select you? Don't actually know how to select. Is it just dropped? You have to drop it? Nope. Didn't want to do that. Oh, no. I tried. Did I almost hit someone? That's funny. Very impressed by the draw distance of this game. I feel like in Breath of the Wild that would have disappeared. Alright, what am I doing here? Like, I think I'm just forever gonna struggle. Can we, like, rock this thing back and forth? Come on. You're on, like, this really uneven surface. This should just slide off, I feel like. If I move this and I'm not on top of it, like with Ultra Hand, it's just gonna... It's gonna slide away. I won't be able to catch it. It's making me sad. What can I do? What can I do? I want to move it like a little. So let me move it a little. No, you won't. You won't let me. Alright, let's see what happens. This is probably gonna end badly. Oh, it's actually stuck here. Okay. This is really weird. Okay. What are the chances I get on this in time? That would have been a fail if it actually took off. Is it me? I think it has to be me. I'm like having all the trouble with this. I will not be able to catch this in time. Heck. It's very sticky. Oh my gosh. I guess I'm just gonna have to try it. Could I recall it? How good of a gamer would I have to be? Okay. My buttons are not that great. I don't think that's gonna work, actually. But like if I dropped it, then switched to recall. Problem is... Hold on. Can I... Let's go. Is this gonna work? No! That works though. That's so cool. Heck, I want to try it again. Okay, that was that was super neat. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but now I know. Like I can drop that from a higher angle, a higher height, and then recall it. to get started. That's super cool. That was like a meaningful death. Now my next question. Are my pins saved? They're not! That's so sad. Alright, game. I get it. You want to punish me. My horse gonna be able to make it through town? Oh, it's coming around. Okay. Good horsey. There you are. You're the best horse. You're better than any horse. Clearly. Hi, friend. You're almost there. No, did you get stuck? There you go. Be free. Yes. Oh, good horsey. We're gonna go to the shrine over here. Oops. I'll have to find these manually. Any enemies over here? Oh, there's some gloom stuff. Oh yeah, there's a chasm here. Okay, let's go chat with you. This probably hurts, right? It's like malice. Hard to see in the rain. Whoa! Hey buddy! What's the big idea? You can't just walk up behind someone who's standing at the edge of a chasm. For one thing, a nasty accident like that could have surely halted research here.
Yep.
Chasm investigation is super important right now for the Zonai survey team. If even one researcher has to top, Joshua, who's hard at work on plans over at Lookout Landing, would cry. Not okay.
Oh.
Don't startle me again. I'm hard at work investigating, despite this rain. Okay, so I don't know what the deal is with those just yet. Can you, like, is this a thing? Can you, like, set this on fire and then just take off? Because if so, that's freaking awesome. Wonder how that all works. You go in there. You feel awful. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hey, traveler, stay away from that stuff if you care about your health. Folks are calling it gloom. If you get any on you, you'll start losing your strength. Like it's sapping your life away. I touched some gloom while poking around in the depths, and now look at me. The worst of it will recover on its own, little by little, so long as you're on the surface, but while you're in the depths, you won't recover at all. Thought I was going to die down there. Some investigation leader I turned out to be. This is just pitiful. I'm completely reliant on Davil, so I really want to recover by noon. Music is, like, strangely upbeat. Just kind of weird. Alright, shrine time. Poison shrine. I also want to come up here. Anything funky on these rocks? On here. I'll be able to climb up there, actually? I don't know. Not that way. Probably nothing up here. Over here. Oh, you won't go? Wow, I've not seen that before. The angle's too steep for him. However, here. It's a very good jump. Heck. Oh, maybe ascend. Oh yeah. Stop forgetting about your abilities. Proc. Let's go. Oh, sorry, buddy. Alright, getting back down. I wish you could descend, you know? I guess that's what the wings are for. Here. Uh-oh. It's almost disaster. Could dive straight onto the ground. That's gruesome. Okay, shrine time. Let's go. Shape rotation. It's reminding me of that baby toy. Alright, let's see the shapes. That's funny. Something in here? Alright. Use this to cross. I've been missing a lot of shrine chests, just not properly looking out for them, so I need to be more vigilant. Got you. I wonder if you could go over the top. Oh, we can't. Nope. Nowhere near high enough. This? Yes. I'll just follow you through. It's fine. That's the end of the shrine already? Stop it. Shrines are they're too short. They are too short. Is that where the chest is? So we put you... Can I climb this thing? Nope. Okay, so we need to put you here. Oh no. Oh no, I'm trapped. Oh, that's annoying. Alright. Don't crush yourself, which is a thing you can absolutely do in this game. Alright. Dang it. Well, hasty elixir. There's something else up there. I wonder. And we're gonna do it because, like, these shrines are... They're too short. They're making me sad. I'm trying to get as much action as I can out of them. And I can't grab that shape through. That's not happening. There's just some fun shenanigans I can do here without dying. Let's see. Camera angle is not ideal. Oh, I can move you. That's probably useful. Maybe we'll actually get rid of you. That's quite confused. I think that's very useful at the moment. Let's put you over there. I can't see what's going on here. Uh-oh. That was almost death. I can't see. Shoot. That's the problem. I'm gonna end up killing myself. Do we really think there's something up there? You probably don't, but... could be. You wanna... Alright, you wanna see a big brain idea? What if... Gosh, I wish the camera angle would back out. Let's do this. I don't see anything up there, but you know what? I'm still going for it. Here's my idea. Oh no, it doesn't work. I needed to go just a little bit higher. I wonder if that would hurt. Okay. What if I stand on this? A little bit of height. Right over it, Link. You're doing great. Oh my gosh. Hardest part of the game. Come on, Link. No, you can do it. No? Do you not want to? What if we... Does that make you feel better? Attack. There's gotta be a way, right? I literally just need that much height. There we go. Okay. Nice and steady. Perfect. Will you stay? Nope. Okay, it won't. So... what if... oh, you won't stay like that either. I fell off. Shoot. So my big brain idea was to get it in such a way that I could do this. Right? So like if I could place it in there. There's gotta be a way. And I'm sorry, but I think y'all are gonna be stuck with me until I figure it out. There's nothing up there. But I want to be up there. I'm like a cat. Just want to be in the high place. Oh, I almost got a good visual. Using that camera to my advantage. There isn't. There's nothing up there. I don't think. Unless it's just out of reach. I gotta keep trying. Oh no. Alright, let's get you. Whoops. Let's bring you a little closer. Like here. Won't. Shoot, I'm not high enough now. Oh, unless I rotate that way. And it's stuck enough, that's great. Now. Oh no. Okay, it wasn't completely stuck, I was just thinking about it. What if we do this? Really quick. Quickly ascend. Get up here. No? Is it because it's moving? Or did I hit back? Hold on. Are you gonna stay? You know, I could use recall here too. In fun and interesting ways. Just haven't quite figured out how I would do that. Wait a minute. That's another idea. I could orient it in a way. Take it back down off the shelf. Ascend to the top of it. Oh my gosh, I'll try that next. I have so much fun playing with this freaking game. I can't even explain it to you. Okay, so. First idea. Okay, I just pressed the wrong button. Nope. Okay, we'll recall it back up here. I think. Look towards me here. Shoot. You know what I mean? Like if I could... Oh, I see. I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Oh, I can't rotate that up. I can't see what's stopping it. So close. So close. I could grab that chest. There is totally nothing up here. It wouldn't be this difficult, but that's what makes it so fun. The chest would work here. Let me see if I can... Okay, that's fine, I think. Maybe I'll be able to send up there. Heck, I can't. Get it up high enough. Send? No, it doesn't want to let me. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna slide? Jump. No. There we go. This could work. This is so goofy. Okay. Dang it. I need to not jump. Is the problem. Go over to the right as much as I can. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I keep pressing up. Was that the button for Breath of the Wild? For, runes? I think it was. This is really throwing me. Oh, and then I can fuse you, which is even better. Right? No? Here we go. Yes. This is it. This is it. I just need to get up on top of this thing. Shoot. Whoops. Trying to use stasis, I guess. Nope. Heck. could work. Gosh, I gotta stop pressing up. Do. Nice and gentle. Don't. Is it too high? Alright, it's too janky. It's too janky. What can I do to stop pressing up for my runes? What can I do? I could remount my buttons, but I don't want to do that. Oh, I can't? It's... Oh no, it's just trapped? Can I recall you? So like right there. See how it's right there? If I can end up... No, it can't be sliding around like that too much, I don't think. And can you double recall? Am I giving up? Oh my gosh, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. What a silly objective I've decided for myself. Okay, game. You win. I might come back to this on my own. I really want to get up there. Also, these shrines, they're too short. Nintendo, what are you doing to me? You're killing me. I want to keep testing. Well, that was drawn out. Okay. Now do I have any idea where that other shrine was that we pinned? Oh gosh. Wait, did that just disappear? It totally did. That's weird. I guess we'll go to it, but I think it's gone. There are way more star fragments. In Breath of the Wild so far, which is pretty cool. I am not fighting you yet. I don't even know what to do with you. Ding, ding. Yeah, it's gone. But I think the other shrine I was looking at was over here somewhere. Geese are like worth fighting now with the eyes. Gosh, absolutely scammed. Oh, did it disappear? No, it's not like it didn't turn to morning. It is just gone. It's just gone. Okay. Oops. Sorry. I need to do that. It's over here. Could be wrong. Indeed it was. Maybe we take on a camp. Maybe we do that. Oh dear. Don't think I was expecting that. I have no idea how to go about fighting this thing. I really don't. Is this for cover somehow? It's interesting how they're a bit slower. Does this actually work? It seems like it might. It does work for cover, that's funny. Gosh, honestly, I have no idea where to start with this thing. Good way to get arrows though, huh? Let's we start by getting rid of these things. Probably the ones with the arrows first. Ooh, can I ascend up there? Also, can I recall anything? Not really. Is ascend an option, or is this thing gonna take a swing at me? Yeah, it is. Get rid of you. Got my construct bow. You with the rocks. Now it oh geez. Does it shake off the base now? No, it doesn't. Oh, but it... Okay. Maybe you do ascend up here. I think you might. Oh gosh. I bet you do. I bet you do. You do. That's super cool. It's hard though. Doesn't seem to be working. So much stuff. It's awesome. Okay. Just one-shot me. Not powerful enough yet. Okay, where is it gonna place me? Right here. Perfect. Just gonna leave that thing alone. What if, can you like sneak up on them? I wonder. I'm just gonna try. Or does the stone tell us like immediately sense disturbances? Yeah. Stone Talus isn't about that life. Oh, it's called a Battle Talus. Wonder if you can scam it into coming over here. It's raining. Heck. You do it, Link. I wonder. This would protect me from the Talus attacks, at the very least. How many arrows do we have? 20. Okay. It's alright. Where that came from. this. Yeah, I think we're safe up here, huh? What if I could just... Oh, okay, so now that you are... Ah, you stopped moving. Ah, I see. Okay. What do I have? It's my strongest. 25. Jeez, where did I get that? Let's use you. Wow. Whoa. Okay. Ooh, can we attach something to you? Like a bomb flower? Are you frozen again? This is so cool. Uh-oh, did it break? Oh my gosh, it did. What the heck? The Flux Core Smasher. Don't get a lot of shots there, do you? I'll use on you again. Then we'll come on over. Yes, go, go, go. Exit. Don't have a lot of time. Go. Let's go. That was super cool. Very fun. What a blast. Catch all of this good stuff. A Korok Frond Guster. All this great stuff. Awesome loot. All my arrows back. Bokobo. This thing here, is this a fusible? It's a heart. It's a heart. Or stone talus. I must be able to fuse that with something. All these are fused already. Everything is fused. Oh my gosh, look at all these arrows. This is fantastic. I was thinking fused items would be kind of rare, but like I have all of my items are fused. I guess I was wrong. More arrows? Alright, well, let's break apart maybe this thing? Or maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, and then we will use wooden stick. Whoa, what is it? What is it? A stone talus hammer. That's so cool. Freaking love that. It's in the shape of a heart. So cool. It also kind of looks like heart. I'm gonna try to grab all the arrows. 81 now. Where are you? What's that? Ooh. Stuff went flying, huh? Oh, you know what? Use this old trick. I think we're good. Shrine time. Yeah, like if I were better, I would have like set up a little defense. I don't know how I would do that quick enough. Oh my gosh, the chest. I forgot about that. What's in here? Some money, hopefully? Or a ruby. Seems underwhelming. Off we go. that's a Korok. Let's get you. What's this? Perudo. Pardon my horse. Just excited to see you. Savak. Oh my, have you come to see this cherry blossom tree again? Is there anything more relaxing than watching cherry blossom trees? It really puts me at ease. I haven't seen a Satori anywhere, but these beautiful trees have made the trip worth it all the same. I've heard that a strange, fruit-loving creature called Satori can be found near cherry blossom trees. Apparently it is very rare to catch sight of the creature, though. I wonder if I could do anything to coax it out of hiding. I really love the Satori lore. So fire fruit, I wonder... Let me just put some in here. Fire fruit. Nope. That's it. It like the spicy pepper? Oh. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. I didn't mean to put that in there. I wanted to put this. Fire fruit. Is it any different? It's such a cool looking creature. Oh, look at this. There's a bunch of things that light up. I wonder what that's all about. Oh my gosh. So cool. Okay. Korok, try to stay focused. Tall task in this game. Wait, is there something inside here? No. Korok Shrine, then Hyrule Castle. Stay on target. Yeah. Let's do it. I might need some help climbing. Maybe we'll make a bridge. Another? No, it's raining. Alright, let's... Oh, those things are still illuminated. That's a cool pattern. Alright, let's... Oh no. You're an enemy? What are you doing? Where are you taking that box? Did I just drop that enemy on that poor Korok? Arrows. I'll be taking those. Alright, friend, I just don't... I'm sidetracked enough already, I'm sorry. Let's take the big ones. That should... Oh, let's make it... Actually, we'll do... Let's make a little... Okay, hold on. There we go. I have to get used to that. Touch you. Right there. One more will be sufficient. I love this. I love this. It's so much fun. Touch you. A little wonky, but it's gonna do the trick. one was I on? There. It's so funny. Okay. That? Beautiful. I love it. Then, okay, we can grab you. I bet we need to go to this one. Yep. Up here. You as a bridge. Okay. Can I? Oh, not long enough. But I want to do it. I want to do it, so we're gonna. I have committed to not limiting myself. If I want to do something, I'm just gonna frickin' do it, because this game's too much fun. So, here. Fuse you. That. Maybe one more should do it. We've already seen that you can basically, there's like no limit, I guess. I don't know how. We put like, what, 20 logs together inside of a shrine? Freaking hilarious. Alright. It's funny how you can like... There's a pretty hard limit to how far up you can lift things, but then you can get crazy extra height if you just rotate. Creating my own seesaws. It's not flat enough. This should work. Okay. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. Gives me an idea though. I kind of want to make a seesaw that like sends me flying. Oh, you know what? Is this gonna hurt me? If it's too long? I think I grabbed it wrong. Heck. Oh, you're caught in something? It is caught in something. My poor bridge! We will get to the shrine, trust me. Maybe you shouldn't trust me, but trust me. That is actually going to happen. At some point. Okay, let's make sure I stand straight onto it and grab this one. That's what I needed to do. Yeah, this might launch me, unfortunately. I don't know if it's gonna work out very well for me. Oh, wait a minute. The Korok isn't even up there. Oh no, did it reset itself? Well, the bridge worked. Oh no, it's down there. Oh, that's not it. I thought I heard it spawn over here. I just assumed it was up here. Well, our bridge worked. Oh, weird. Cool. Freaking awesome. That's so weird. Like, your stuff disappears at random things and times. Like when an event happens. I mean, I literally can't complain because, like, I don't know how the heck they're managing to hold as much, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's crazy. I don't know. So much data they're holding at once. Never mind, like, this crazy huge world. On the Switch, I'm just so blown away by this game. Oh, I've already been in here? I did this? Combat training throwing. Oh, I guess so. I must have hit it when we first dropped down. Okay. How many blessings do we have? I've got 4. Let's go trade it in. And then hit Hyrule Castle. Sounds like a pretty good idea. Wow, these things lit up. I really want to go check on one. I really want to see what it's all about. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stay focused. Because I'm good at that. I'm good at focusing. Oh, hey, you. I'll do this one. Why not? You. Here. Fish. Hi, friend. Then, actually, will this work? We'll push it, right? Okay, I'll try it again. I'm a fraud. Yeah, I'm hoping these get a little more tricky. Because they are pretty easy so far. I think I just do this like every time. It works perfectly. There was one area where it was like on a hill. It was a little tricky, but I've done better work. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Pretty sure you're like the only one giving me money. A puff shroom. Those, yeah. I want to play with those. They're like smoke things. Very cool. And then all of a sudden it's nighttime. So I think we're gonna go with some stamina. Although I haven't found myself running out of stamina. And I've definitely found myself running out of health. Actually, that's true. I think we'll go ahead and get health then. Whoa. There's one of those beacons inside this area here. That's interesting. Guess we will be exploring these after all. It was like right here. Now it's gone. There's the remnants. Don't know what that means. Pretty sure there's a blessing statue down here. Yeah, we're gonna go with health. I've died like 10 times. The game is certainly harder than Breath of the Wild. Stamina is nice, but I've not found myself constricted just yet. Like once I get to 6, I'll do one more heart and then I'll start working on stamina, I think. That would be my goal. Definitely curious about these. It's still here. It's just like a beacon. It did point to a cave. I should probably explore the cave at some point, but at long last, something I thought I would be starting this episode with. We're gonna go to Hyrule Castle. Not before a quick, casual save. Do 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 do. Oh, did I go up there? Gotta go up there. Oh, hey. It's a construct. What are you doing down here? This is a crystal refinery. Oh. I can take your crystallized charges and use them to produce energy wells. I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have anywhere near enough. Gosh, where do I get these things? 8. That'll give us more charge, which would be cool. Alright, I guess we're gonna go to the front door. Any weapons I can grab here? Traveler's sword. Shield. Or you can just drop shields and mirrors. That's so nice. Let's see. Let's drop flame emitter shield. I'll drop you, I guess. Oh. Oh, yeah, just stealing my stuff. Frickin' jerks. Take all of this. And the Goblin arms. For real, it's got a better attack than this? But they're so brittle, right? Is that the trade-off? Well, you're pretty brittle too, so... 20. That's crazy. And what if I fuse it with, like... Let's fuse it with a horn. Ooh, amber. Fuse. So maybe that... Wow. 24, nice. Maybe that will help with the durability. I feel like that's the trade-off with the Goblin arms. Wink, is that really you? When did you get out from the castle? I'm so ashamed. I've been on watch duty here this whole time and I didn't see you at all. I really gotta get serious about my training. Captain Haas doesn't know that you're back, does he, Link? You should report to him right away. He's at the gate tower at the top of the hill, past the lower gates. Sure, the captain will be just as surprised to see you as I was. It's getting pretty scary around here. I don't know if I want to take you in, girl. Maybe you'll stick here. You'll be safer out here. Yeah, just open these huge doors. No? I gotta find my own way in. Gotta forge my own path. But it's raining. So we'll sneak around the sides. It'll be fine. Oh, who's there? Hey, this area is off limits while we conduct our search for Princess Zelda and Link. Can't just come wandering in here like that. Link, it's you. I'm sorry, I had no idea you had returned. Wait, if you're back, that doesn't... Does that mean we don't need the search party anymore? You should go talk to Captain Haas. He's leading the search efforts here from the first gatehouse up ahead. You'll find it at the very end of this road. If there's anything up there. I probably don't have the strength to climb up there. Especially in the rain. This is so weird to be here without the Guardians. Just so used to like dodging endless Guardians. Oh, okay, so... Link? No, it can't be him. I can't allow anyone to pass here. Yes, this area is restricted only to those involved in the search for Princess Zelda. This is a direct order by Captain Haas. If you insist on passing, you'll need permission from the captain. You should be in the first gatehouse up at the end of this road. And if I sneak by you? Where do you think you're going? You're not permitted in there. Don't you know who I am? Ugh, that's down there. Looks like a Korok. Yeah, it totally is. Let's mark it. For later. So many things. Oh, not that way. I'll come up here. For some reason. Whoa. It's crazy. Oh, so like parts of the castle are still down here. Oh, is this where Haas is? No? Just the first gatehouse? Anything in here? Can we blow these things? I wonder if this... I wonder if that loses durability if it doesn't hit anything. A Boko Reaper. Hey. We've turned up nothing in here that would help us find the princess, unfortunately. You're a spitting image of Link. I bet if Captain Haas saw you, he'd be so startled he might even fall off the gatehouse. Right over there. here does look ominous. Oz? He's too busy, I guess.
Oh.
Did you come up here to help look for Princess Zelda too? Yeah, me and a few others have the same idea. We all owe a great deal to the princess. We were hoping to help. Anyway, the captain is way up on top of the gatehouse there. It doesn't look like he's coming down anytime soon. We just showed up without being asked, so best to stay out of the way until we can help somehow. More building materials. Area here. What's that? Is he up there? Random mushroom. The first gatehouse. Just like I thought, the weapons here have all decayed too. I wonder if there are any intact weapons left anywhere in the world. They're also a real pain to repair, so the best thing to do is strengthen them. Oh, that'd be cool if we could sleep here. Torch? And go. What is that? Soldier spear. What the heck? It's gonna make me climb around. Oh gosh. Almost a mistake. He just left the gates open for me. I don't want to go up there. Jumping creeks. Oh. I didn't talk to you. Must talk to everyone. I mean, what's an NPC to do if no one ever talks to them? They probably feel lonely. Keep searching. Oh, it's Oz. Okay. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link, is that you? You're alive? And all in one piece, it looks like? Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? What a relief. Here's the history of everything that happened. Hang on, you're alone? But you heard the princess calling out to you, and you're here to help with the search? I see. Maybe I don't. I'm a little confused. But that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda.
Oh.
I'm relieved to see that you came up here to help us, though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water.
Oh?
Captain, it's Princess Zelda. Excuse me? Wow, okay. Good eyesight. Jeez. Princess Zelda, she's safe. And she's gone, just like that.
Huh?
Wait. What? You saw that too, Link. You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why should she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Pyrrha know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw. But it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Pyrrha about what happened here as soon as possible.
Oh.
Princess Zelda dissipating into light. I don't understand. We will be the messenger. So is that it? We really can't continue any further. You know I'm going over there. Also, I want to see what's up here. My bet is a Korok. That's my bet. Do we think there's a Korok? Maybe not. Maybe so. Hey, Korok friend. Nice view up here. Okay. We are gonna go by where Zelda was. See if there's anything over there. I don't know if I'm safe to jump here or not. Calculated falling. Oh no. Same thing again. Hold on, Zelda. I'm coming. Another Korok. Get your arrows ready. Stand up here. Alright. Gotcha. Going back. Shoot. Saw something fall over there in the background. Don't know where it went. It wasn't a star piece. What did I use before? Use recall. Looks like you can recall the doors? What? And from this far away? Seems wild, okay? What if I do it? I mean, it didn't move recently, right? It's so weird. Very strange. You know, it's weird, like the Hyrule Castle, you can pretty easily get to it, right? Like if you come up from the Sky Island and then just like wing in. That would work, right? It's just like a huge chasm. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wild stuff. This is where she was, right? I believe so. in the shape of a Triforce piece, which is very, very fitting. You found me. Anything more, we think? Probably not. Okay. That's our target. You know what we're gonna do. You know what we're gonna do. Let's sort these things to you. That's what I'm doing. And you. Put these together. Like here. Alright, so what did I find worked pretty well? Just putting it way up here. And then we're calling it almost. Okay. Nice. Okay, so that's pretty freaking helpful. Finally figured out how to take off. It seems a little janky, but it works. So I'm pretty happy with that. Nice. This is gonna work, I think. I'm excited to get more charges. It'll be nice. Almost there. Don't crash into the wall. Oh, I hate that it goes away so quick. Oof. Oh, but if it lands, it's fine. I wonder why that happens. I really wish it didn't. It seems like strangely constricting, even though it kind of isn't. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but maybe it coincides with how much charge you have. Pose? Pose? What? No way. Or pose back? Yeah. Sorry. Can I just take these? No. You're not gonna let me have anything? Don't you know I'm like the hero of time or something? Oh yeah, talk to me about this. So the balloon things that fell from the sky are called Zonai devices. There's still so much we don't know about them. But trust my boss, Pyrrha, to take things we know so little about and turn them into something useful. She's the sharpest person in Hyrule. So it seemed like something you could use as a hot air balloon, but can't really seem to interact with any of it. Okay, Pyrrha, you are in the lab, I assume. Wink, well, did you find anything?
What?
You were telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle? And she transformed into light and flew off? I gotta say, your stories are always so wild. But if you're telling me that that's what you saw, then I've gotta believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval for now, at least. I've already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off to as we look around.
Ah.
Oh yeah, you still got the Puripad, right? Can I see it for a sec? It's a little worse for wear, but seems to be functioning fine. Map, map, map. Oh right, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from right around the lookout landing. And for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Joshua, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Still standing. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. They just built their own Sheikah Towers. If they're gonna collapse into the ground, then we'll just build our own. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. It sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is just the spot for you. It has free beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. If you want more info, talk to the soldier who's watching over everything from the center. Right where the emergency shelter is. If you need anything for your travels, you should go to Mub Shop. I'll be over by our Skyview Tower, so when you're ready just head out, just let me know.
Yeah!
Alright, Joshua, let's work on our final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel point.
Check it!
Joshua, you're in charge of the switch.
Woohoo!
Alright, you can count on me. Okay. Did I ever actually go in here? I don't think I did. Place is a mess. As ever. I will read that later. What's up here? This place is cute. I want a house just like this. Here's a diary. Is there a back entrance? Does that lead up to the telescope, maybe? And maybe a Korok. That's my guess. Hey.
What?
Oh, what are you doing up here? This is the Skyview Tower switch. It's for turning the power on. Doc's waiting for you. She's right over there. She said she had some work to do on the travel point, so you'll find her at the terminal inside the Skyview Tower.
Oh!
And I think she's just about done working on it. She fixed it super fast, huh? She's so brilliant. She's the most amazing researcher in all of Hyrule. Can I look in it? You can? Cool. My horse! Oh my gosh. I feel bad. Look, I want to see Majora. Alright. Can we go up there? Gotta get the Korok that's up here. Oh gosh. So long as I don't die on my way up. Hey. fine. It's fine. No? There we go. No Korok, huh? That's interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Am I fine just to kinda pitter-patter down here? Very unorthodox way of getting down, Link. What did you have for sale over here? Did you have any? I always like buying arrows, like whenever I can. Although they seem way more prevalent in this game. Although money is hard to come by. What do we have for... How much are these? 30. I can afford that. I should probably buy the hood. That'll give me the most bang for my buck. But I love seeing Link's luscious hair. Hey. Now he just looks like he's ready to assassinate via a creed. Link, I have word from Pura. I'm glad you returned safely, but I am gravely concerned about the princess. I'm holding out hope that the monster control crew brings back good news. They're searching the castle for her right now. I see. Princess Zelda ascended into the sky above Hyrule Castle and then vanished. It's a very strange thing. All the same, it's a relief to hear she's alive. Well then, with that information, the monster control crew will resume our original duty of subduing the monsters. Of course, if we come across any info regarding the princess, I will report it immediately to Pura. I have assembled strategies and pertinent information at our headquarters in the emergency shelter. There you'll find folks with an intimate understanding of Hyrule's geography as well. If any of that is relevant to you, I encourage you to take the time to stop by. Alright everyone, it's time to move out. Axel Squad. For now, I'm positioning you in the south of Hyrule. Proceed to Faron. There are pirates running rampant in that area, so sweep the coast thoroughly. We're counting on you. And they're off. Let me go get some rest. Recover that half heart. Beds. Until morning, please. Alright. Time to visit Pura. Yeah, ascend through the open hole. Anything up here? Nope. Maybe that one? Indeed nothing. Did Horse really hear me from the gate of the castle? As if so, that's freaking remarkable. That's way further. I think she's coming. Oh no, she's trapped by the doors, isn't she? Oh, I left her outside the doors. No, she's trapped right there. Yeah, it was right. Behind those doors. Maybe that wasn't as far as I thought. No, she's definitely stuck there, doing something. I'll grab her after this. If I put this here and that goes here, no, that's not quite right.
Uh-huh.
That should do it.
Ah.
Hey Link, you all set? I just hopped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now, or it will be, once you do your part.
Hey!
Uh-oh. We're ready, Joshua, pull the switch.
Hey!
Nice. Wow, that's super cool. I love the lanterns. It's very nice. Okay. Going to Mars? Whoa, just all the towers? Wow, that's super cool. I love that.
Oh!
All the Skyview towers have been activated. I wish I did this at night.
Yeah!
Okay, Link, your turn. Go and hold the Puripad over that terminal. Ooh, NFC. Now I can make mobile payments. Sheikah Tower activated. So what does it do? Just like launch me out? Alright, the Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means you can use this travel point to go here anytime, instantly. The same is true for every sky tower you add to the Puripad. Impressive, right?
Ah.
But Skyview Towers are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. Puripad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly onto the map.
Uh-huh.
Pretty great, huh?
Hmm.
Only thing is you need a paraglider when you're scanning. Why is that? It takes a lot of skill and nobody here had what it takes. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We needed you. Which brings us to this. Hey! This item, given to you by Pura, lets you ride the wind and glide through the sky. Plus, press X in midair to activate it. Right, it's showtime. Let's start with a test scan.
Ah.
Now it's time for our very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Just step right over there into the circle and find me afterward, alright?
Uh-huh.
I'll be observing for the research lab.
Yeah!
When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. And also, I'll need to update your map of the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Okay. So we like do our own scanning now? That's kind of cool. It's funny. What the heck? What the heck? It is a launcher. Whoa. Super freaking neat. Very cool. Downloading, uploading. Service map updated. Sky map updated. Nice. I was kind of totally thinking it was gonna like let us fly around in a little like scan minigame. That would be cool. Alright, yeah, so like what stops you from just gliding into the castle? I wonder. Kinda just want to do it. Kinda have to do it. Let's save. I can at least grab that Korok. Oh wait, I don't have the stamina to get over there, so that's probably a good first. A good reason. Oh, grab our horse. I believe, where do we think she got stuck? Like right here? Where did you get stuck? Huh. Oh. Where are you? Map says you're very close. No, you're just kind of trapped there, it seems. Unwilling to move. There you are. Hi, Sally. I have something for you. No, I want to hold it. Yeah, that's a good girl. Here's an apple. Oh, you missed it. Yes. Apples are good. I might have one for a snack in a bit. Nothing like Hyrulean apples, though. Mine's just a pink lady. Okay, so back to Pura. And I think we're ready to dive into a chasm. I'm very freaking excited for this. Open up. Alright, what did we learn? Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Good. The map is crucial to our search. There are skyview towers in every region of the world, and you'll want to make a point to visiting them all. Right, let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. Okay. First report comes from Hebra to the northwest. Next up is from Eldin in the northeast. The Gerudo are reporting trouble in the southwest. And finally there's Linneru to the east. Strange phenomena are concentrated in these 4 regions. Seems familiar. I can't say for certain, but I've got a nagging suspicion that we might find more about Princess Zelda by looking into this phenomena. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock into hearsay, but this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the goings-on in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you do go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help you out in some way, too. I'll be here, directing a variety of investigations into the upheaval's many chasms and new ruins. I'll also be looking into the different villages when someone somewhere might know what's happened to the princess.
Yeah.
We're counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling regions around Hyrule Link. We'll find Princess Zelda one way or another. Gotta find Goggles. Hey, where are you going? Sorry, can't talk now. There's something I'm gonna discuss with Goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Let's talk later. Okay. Alright, so I've been wanting to do this for a while. The pink amiibo apparently gives your paraglider a wrap, so we're gonna try that. Connect a controller that can read amiibo. Oh, I'm connected wired. Let's see. 1 second. It's so weird to me why you can't use amiibo while plugged in. Like, why? Okay. So we got our trusty Link amiibo. See what it gives us. Ooh, I hope this is the wrap. So plug back out. We'll just go wireless for now. It's fine. It's fine. No! Heck. I wanted the wrap. I guess we'll switch it with... No, I kind of want to keep that. I'm not going to use it. We'll pick up these random mushrooms. Alright. Next thing I want to do... Oh, wait a minute. What a fine afternoon. Hey you, is it true you've got the Puripad? Pure and I worked together on the design, but I'm the one who put it together, you know. We should have called it the Robbie Pad, technically speaking. Come on, Goggles. Are you even listening to me? Oh, yeah. Sorry, you were saying? I was saying that I want to investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll just go jump into a chasm myself. No way. No how. You can't do that. The depths are far too vast for you to explore on your own. And we've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go galvanating down there too, but who knows the wonders are at the bottom of those chasms. No matter how wondrous they may be, it's far too dangerous for you. I'm not about to allow our young prodigy to go wandering around somewhere so unknown, so foul. If anything were to happen to Pierre's favorite student, it'd be the end of me. The end. But I need more on that figure. If we have more info on it, then it should help us better understand the depths. What figure? Oh, swordsman. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. Head of the Depths Research.
Yeah.
Let me get you up to speed. Our survey team brought back some artifacts from a journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. Oh, look at this thing. This piece of slate, specifically the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on 2 legs with one arm raised up? Well, I have a theory. I think it could be evidence that the mysterious people once lived in the depths. That's why I want to go down there, so I can see if there are any more depictions like this one. I want to see for myself. But Goggles here says it's too dangerous. He won't let me go. Rasha, come on now. Tell you what, I'll go down there myself and see if I can't find anything about the figure on that slate. Link will join me. We'll start by looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on the slate. Assuming we find what we're looking for, we'll use your Puripad's camera to take a picture of it for Joshua. A perfect plan. You don't know about the camera? It's one of Puripad's basic features. With the camera, you can capture nearby scenery as an image, one that's stored in your pad there. Sounds like you still have more to learn about the Puripad. Well then, I'll teach you how to take pictures once we're down there anyway. There will be lots of monsters in the depths though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Well, let's see. I guess we should enter through the chasm to the south of the lookout landing. I'll go on ahead. Once you're ready, raring to go, come and find me there. Ta-ta! Wait, hang on. Hanging. Oh, he's gone. Looks like he's gone. Sorry you got roped into all this, swordsman. Goggles means well, but when he wants to help me, he leaps before he looks.
Yeah.
But here, maybe this will help you out at least. Some seeds. Oh, and take this too. Wow, 5 arrows. Chasms are pretty deep, so light from the surface doesn't make it down there. It's pitch black. But if you attach a bright bloom seed to an arrow and shoot it, it'll light up the area. Definitely a useful trick down there. Okay, you'll want to head straight out of the lookout landing, southern gate. Yeah, I think we've ridden past this already. I don't know too much about how the camera works. I'm counting on you to bring me that picture. Oh, please look after Goggles for me. Cool, that's what I actually wanted to do next. Joshua's profile has been added. Joshua has just joined your network. Arcade weapons. Sally. Hello, friend. Yeah, it's right over here. Hey, you. Welcome to the rolling pastures. Oh yeah, we've talked to you before. You sell dairy things that I don't really need right now. Kind of poor at the moment. I think I need honey. Oh, more of these things. Dazzle fruit. How are you, Robbie? You already go in? What a goofball. He did. Hey, you again. I told you not to sneak up on me. Can't you see I'm right in the edge of this chasm? My colleague who works with me on the Zonai survey team is down there. What happened if I slipped and fell on him, huh? Don't startle me again. I'm deep in my investigation at the moment. So do I just jump in? Do I climb down? Do I just jump?
Oh?
How the heck did Robbie get down there? I have the paraglider, so, like, not the end of the world. This is so weird. Whoa. Is it nighttime already? Or is that like the world switch? That's crazy cool. There's like no loading. How far down does this go? Whoa. Whoa. It's like the upside down. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, my stamina. Wow, this is crazy. How do I get back up? What is that thing? How far did Robbie go? Are you Link? Pleasure to meet you. I'm Ponic from the Zonai survey team. Robbie told me to guide you to him once you arrived. He rushed along with such haste that I didn't bring enough bright bloom seeds, and now I've run out. So I lost sight of him. Great.
Ah.
I thought he was taking a short walk over to that glowing area there. Then he just kept going. And going. And last I saw him, he was heading way out there off to the west. Do you have any bright bloom seeds with you?
Ah.
Oh, that's great news. Light from the surface doesn't reach down here, as you might have noticed. You'd be risking your life to wander here without the light source, you know. You can easily get bright bloom seeds from caves. And the light up is struck, so they're pretty easy to use. We use the seeds all the time on the Zonai survey team. The simplest way is to throw them with your hand.
Oh.
Those of us skilled enough with the bow will attach them to arrows and fire them off into the distance down here. Keep bow drawn, hold, select. Yes, got it.
Ah.
If you're going to explore the depths, take plenty of those seeds with you. So... how do you go back up? You just fast travel away? I love it. I love it down here. What are those? Deep firefly. A multi-winged insect that lives in the depths. It excretes luminescent elements and can be cooked into an elixir, which adds a faint glow to anyone who consumes it. Turn yourself into a flashlight. I should probably... what do I throw again? I forget. How do you throw? I forget. This? Yes, okay. Bright bloom, are you? I pass you? I must have. Basil, where the heck are you? Shoot. There, there.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Light root. What the heck? What is that? Jeez. Whoa. It illuminates everything. And turns it into a travel point. Oh, it's the map. Okay. At least of the general area. The light root dispelled the darkness and brightened the surrounding area. Wow, sure did. There's some really cool lighting effects in this game too, huh? Oh my gosh, there's so much to explore. Are you kidding me? How big is this area? I mean... like, is it as big as the rest of it? Oh my gosh. I assume walking over here is just gonna cause me damage. Oof. in a very strange way. Are there Koroks down here? I love the music. What is this? Something up there? Right, I have a glider again. Oh, to be able to glide again. It's getting darker. So can I just like... No, it doesn't light up until you shoot it. Bonflowers. Some more stuff over here. Oops. Oh gosh. Whoa, what the heck? Huh. What do y'all drop? Ooh, Zonite. Yeah, I want this stuff. Definitely not like this. Sorry, frog friends. Oh, and bright bloom seeds. Cool. Just what I need. Let's use you. What's this? A Poe! Glowing spirit orb found all over the depths. Offer these to a bargainer statue for a variety of rewards. Oh gosh, okay. Metal bud. Powerful odor that can disorient and confuse, making it difficult to tell friend from foe. Ew, jeez. What happened to you? Dude. Well, I want you, but I don't want to go over there. Can I grab you? Take you over here? Nice. Hello, that's all. Oh, what did you have for a weapon? Nope. Oh. Guess we're good with that. I'm not going the right way. I'm just getting lost in my own exploration. I'll often say, if you're going complete wrong way, I literally am. I was going the absolute wrongest, most incorrect way. What is this? It looks like the... It's so weird. I want to go to the top of this thing. Whatever it is. Whoa. It's an enemy encampment. I wonder how far I can shoot this thing. That thing is further away than I thought. Oh, we're like above the... that tree, that light thing. Anything interesting around here? Looks like that's just the ceiling. probably not much else going on. Get over to this tree. And it looks like I can glide down to where Robbie is. Absolutely wild. Anything over here? Whoa. Something you can collect here? Looks like maybe not. Oh. That's where I started. Let's follow these little fire markers. Hey, you, it's really dark down here. Not one bit of light gets from the surface. Even with my goggles, I can hardly see. I really should have brought some bright bloom seeds with me. As one of the few sources of light, the glowing root growing down from above has piqued my curiosity. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks harmless enough. This place is roughly under the shrine of the surface. Anyway, I'm going off to the glowing root. I see shining west of here, so you better hurry up and get moving. Once you cross this ocean... Oh. Ooh, more of these. I want these. There's so many of them. Gotcha. Come on, little bud. Come on, little bud. Another one of those trees. More to this story. Hey, Hugh, still alive? Looks like this place is swimming in gloom. Get too close to that stuff and you're asking for trouble. If the guy didn't have any bright blooms, it'd be curtains. Then again, it's my first time down here and I haven't kicked the bucket, so I'm sure you'll be fine. I've just spotted something of interest through my goggles. It's shaped like that figure Joshua wants us to find. I'll be continuing to head west towards one of those glowing roots I see ahead. See you soon. So much for me, like, protecting him and making sure nothing happened to him. Alright, Robbie, you go kill Ganon. Seems like you got a good grasp on things. Let's, try one of these ones. Oh, there's only 8 of them. We'll save those. The heck is that? Oof. They don't look happy at all. I don't believe that Robbie just strolled on by here without a care in the world. I think what I'll do... Whoa. Drop a couple of bombs over there. Heck. Awesome. They all died. Most of them. There are birds too. Yes, so much zonite. We love it. I'm wondering when I'd get some more. Model Budge. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try that too. See if we can do a sneak attack on you. No one's looking. You're totally gonna see me. Look the other way. I wonder if I could just like throw a muddle bud with my arm. Oh, you're not gonna look the other way, are you? Jerk. Yeah, you go explore. What? How did you hear me? I disagree. Rude. Rude. I'll make you pay. A moblin horn. Nice. Oops. Never mess with the Assassin Creed. So much good stuff. Alright, I really don't have like a good... Oh, I do. I need to keep more of these around. Large zonite, nice. Arrows. These are super freaking useful. What the heck? Oh, yes, we want to fight you for sure. A flint club? What is this? Gotcha. These are fun. I didn't get my flurry. Oh, it is gone. My weapon died. Hey. Anyone else? Gotcha. Do-do-do. Bright bloom, where are you? There. Awesome. What are you? Puff shroom. I think I'm getting lost again. Just doing my own thing. Not following the trail. Maybe he's gonna climb these, do we think? Oh my gosh. I'm overwhelmed in the best way, like, imaginable. This is so freaking awesome. Okay, so we were here, and we continue to be here. Where to now? Another camp, it seems. If I were a Robbie, I'd probably go there. Let's go ahead and fire one of these. Don't worry, Robbie, we're coming. I mean, after I get this flower, of course. Just leave the flower there. Whoa, look at all the fireflies! We must get all of them. There are so many of them. I love it. Come here, my little cuties. How do I get you? What? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh, you look like you could cause some damage. Oh no, what is happening? Let's do... Let's call in some backup, shall we? I'm gonna need to place this bomb really well. Jeez, what do you have on you? Okay. Whoa. Wow, that was awesome. I'm gonna want these rock hammers. Probably pretty useful. I guess it's time to get rid of this thing. Well, you know. I just drop you. I love the quick chop. It's like literally giving me life. Mushroom. Oh, hey. Hey there, friend. No one to call anymore. Sure. That powerful, huh? Give you something to be powerful about. You know what's really cool about those bomb flowers is I always felt like bomb arrows were something I didn't want to use a lot. Because they were kind of expensive and rare and all that, but I don't know, I could just find those things wherever and it's awesome and I have no qualms using them. It's very cool. This game, the fuse system really like took the over inventory of the last game and turned it into something awesome because I had like so much stuff. I never knew how to use it and I like never wanted to sell it. Yeah, I'm a small hoarder. It's, you know, it's a problem, but I think this game's gonna fix me, honestly. Let's make this area up a bit. Start smashing. Might come out of here with enough to get a capsule, which would be pretty cool. Anything else we're missing? Miss anything over here in the fights? Oops. Let's start on that. There. Oh, explosive barrels. Barrels up here. Used. Do. I want to try out the puff shroom. Next camp, I'm going to try out the puff shroom. Not the, no, not the puff shroom, the muddle bud, yeah. For once, I'm actually going the right way here. Haven't gotten sidetracked just yet. Let's give it a save. It's been a couple minutes. My bow is gone. Ooh. Hey. We have a replacement. Their camp over there. Oh, there's Robbie. Guess we can skip this. Whoa, okay. Jeez. Another camp. Robbie, where are you? Disoriented. There you are. The heck did you make it over here? What? Look at how bright that thing got. That light down in this dark is downright refreshing. In fact, it's so luminous, it's almost like we're on the surface. Just standing near it makes me feel so much better. How strange. Hey, it's you. You're finally here. Hi, yes, the person you're talking to. I need to show you what I found. The statue, it's standing tall on 2 legs and 1 arm raised high. Looks an awful lot like the figure Joshua showed us in that piece of slate, don't you think? Alright, get that camera of yours ready. It's time to put it to work. That's right. I forgot you hadn't used the camera when we last spoke. Very curious indeed, given it's one of the Puripad's basic features. Give me that Puripad for a second, alright? Well, there's the problem. Your camera is locked. And so is your Hyrule Compendium. Hang on. If I remember correctly, you press this while you put this and this, that thing, and the other. Got the camera. And the compendium. Let the collectathon begin. Boom. Now you should be able to use both the camera and your Hyrule Compendium. So, go capture a picture of that statue. This is a good chance to verify that it's working properly too. Test it out. Experience is the best teacher after all. Once you've captured the image, come back here. I want to see how it looks. Alright. Camera work in the decks. Beautiful. Perfect shot. Oh, you. How'd that go? If you've captured an image of that statue with your camera, then hurry up and show it to me. Yeah. I'm getting to it. Stop interrupting. So, did you get a good picture? It's beautiful. Pretty much the perfect picture. I'm sure Joshua will be satisfied with this. Lighten up that immense route, getting us a picture of the statue. You just started helping us research what's down here, but soon enough, we're going to have even more to investigate. Well then, it's time I head back up to the surface. See you at Lookout Landing. Don't make Joshua wait too long for that picture. Yeah, sure, just leave me down here with unlimited area to explore. And tell me, to hurry up. The heck. I could spend the rest of my life down here. Yeah, so it seems there's no Koroks down here, which... doesn't strike me as necessarily strange. What are you holding? There's 3 of them. Okay, the heck do I want to do? Absolutely overwhelmed. I want to use the muddle. So let's try it. Wait. Huh. The heck? What does that do? A pot? Okay. There's literally no ending to what you can do. I want the muddle. Where are you? I type, attack power most use zone I. Okay. Type is probably going to be best here. is awesome. Oh my gosh. Love it. You there. Stop messing with my friendo. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Huh. Hey, your friend's attacking you, pal. Definitely made quick work of them, though. A claymore is what you had. I don't want this thing. Time to get bombed, pal. You too. So great. Whoa, what are these? Are those explosive? I feel like they might be. Oh my gosh, I just noticed one of my hearts disappeared. Not disappeared, but look, it's like broken. So that's how the recovery's, like you can't recover that until you go back up to the surface. That's super freaking cool. Let me ascend here. Nice. Yeah, I definitely don't want to leave until I have enough zonite for a charge upgrade. That's me. We're one away, so not particularly far. Giant bright bloom seeds, nice. Anything else? There we are. Well, those things are so cool. They fall down here. Where are you? Yep. The heck's over here? Jeez. This place is freaking crazy. Speaking of returning to the surface, how does one? Do you... I wonder if you get back there. I bet you do. Let's get some more of these things. If there's anything up here. Can I ascend up there? Where would I stand? Here? Oh, it's too high. Oh my gosh, I don't want to leave. I don't want to explore forever. Is that another camp or one I already took out? So that's where I came from. There's another camp. Maybe? It's kind of empty. Let's find out. Alright, so that missed. Let's do... Oops. Let's try that again. This time with feeling. Oh, is it just empty? I'll go over there and explore after we check out what's up here. Tried to ascend to this earlier. Nothing up here. Nothing here. Oh, there is a bird. Oh, there are people here. I just couldn't see them. It's crazy. Oh, that's interesting. Here's an idea. See if this will work. Swing back around for me. Didn't seem to. Is it too far away? I'll try again. Was there a locking that had to happen? I kind of forget. We'll save. See if I can take out this camp. I'd love to. Okay, well, that's a problem. Nice. That worked out. I can do, I think what I want to try to do is turn... Maybe we'll confuse you a bit. Where is my level? Or I can just kill you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll confuse you. Both of you? Does it only work on one? Oh my gosh. You have rock armor or something. Oh, wow, that's super cool. Oh, favorite pastime. Stealing weapons. So many rock hammers. Jeez. I guess that's a good problem to have. Hey, my boxes! Listen, it's over. You lost. Lots of good stuff around here. A Sundelion. Oh, hey. Forgot to uninvite you to the party. So many good things. You. I want you. What's over here burning? Is it a torch? Just a torch. Wow, there's so much here. Ooh, pose. They run away? Do we need to sneak up on them? I should probably test that. Giant. Some stuff went flying. Arrows, don't mind if I do. You know what seems to be different? Maybe? Or maybe it's because I'm using a rock. But the durability for breaking those open seems higher, which is good. Because it seems like you do more of that in this game. Wonder if there's anything special in that box in particular. Can I cut that down? It's probably gonna explode anyway, right? Let's open up these. A single arrow. All the worth. Just for fun. Some Lynx just like to watch the world burn. Alright, climbing up these is not super fun. Hoping whatever is or isn't in this box isn't super disappointing. I guess it could be. Single arrow. Oh, there's a Poe up there. What the heck? Can I ascend? Can we ascend to greatness? That seems a bit high. Yeah, for sure. We can climb. There's Poes over there. I don't even know what they do, but I want them. What is that in the distance? This area is just riddled with mystery. Let's get to this branch. I could probably just descend. No? Maybe here? Oh. Test it with you. Oh, cool. They do not run away, so you don't need to sneak up on them. Oh, what is that? What is that? That's creepy as heck. I thought it was a figure. But I was like, no, this is my eyes playing tricks on me. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I have to know. I gotta go. Oops. Oh my gosh. We'll save. Okay. Oh gosh, I'm not nervous at all. I'm the hero of Hyrule. What is this? What is this? Is this like I take it and I have to fight you? Let's get these pose first. Let's collect the area. Lots of good stuff around here. My arrow that I launched haphazardly. Great stuff. Don't go into the not malice. It's not malice. The goo is not angry anymore. It's just sad and gloomy. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Traveler's Spear. Okay, we'll drop this one. Wow. I was like, sure, I'd have to fight it or something. Definitely look like a Hyrule army warrior. Over there? Looks like a sea. I don't know if there's a way over there necessarily. Oh, for sure. It's funny, like, the places that aren't glowing are safe, usually. So it seems. Like, through here is probably safe. Safe. It's funny. This is all safe. I am getting quite freaking lost around here. Take a look at our map. Oh my gosh. What's this? Camera work in the depths? Oh, I can fast travel there too, yeah. If I get in super trouble. I've kind of decided to take the path of using fast travel basically as little as possible. Whoa. Jeez. Hi. Hi and no thank you. Maybe I want a picture of you. Could be fun. Never really gotten to picture taking in Breath of the Wild, but that's a terrible picture. Ah, hey. Turn around. Show me your good side. No? Not gonna... Okay, fine. We'll use that one for now. Don't really want to go that way. What's that? Light the way. Whoa. The heck? It just like Gustav Canyon Mine? What? Whoa, my gosh. It's down here. You can keep going down? What? How? Is that, can we break through here? No, okay, you cannot. I was about to lose my mind. Whatever the heck this thing is. Something. Lots of zonite to be had. That's good. Alright, well, maybe we go for... I should set a limit right here. 300 zonite and then we're leaving. We'll go upgrade our charges. I know, I said 100. I lied. It's too much fun down here. What's this little crevice? What's that? Oh my gosh, what is this? Can you just like... Oh my gosh. There's not as much zonite as I thought there would be here, but... some. Maybe there's some bonus amount at the end. Okay, a disappointing amount of zonite here. For sure. Jeez. Yes. Underwhelming. I feel like you get more out of those by a good margin. Right? One over here. Or another one of those mines. Uh-oh. We need to make a new one soon. I have the stone talus one, but... Alright, let's see what this is all about. Rusty halberd. This would be perfect to attach a rock to. Perfect. Working perfect. A chest. A zonite chest. Large crystallized charge. Oh, it's those that I need. A large piece of crystal made by condensing zonite charges processed from zonite equal to 20 normal crystallized charges. So I guess I don't know the conversion between zonite and then the charges. Search. Zonite charge. Oh, heck. Nice. Oh, nice. Yes, more. It's time to go crazy. There's just not a lot to happen here. Wow, okay. Oh gosh. Yeah, these ones are just a waste of time, unfortunately. They don't give you anything. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with these, honestly. Like a whole line of those gives you like 6. Which is a shame. There's another one there. It's like not worth the durability, you know? Anything else? Anything over here? Some more pose and a structure up there. Whoa. But it was nothing. Oh, we can ascend, maybe. Just swimming through some caves, it's fine. Whoa. Hey, pose. Oh gosh. Going down here? Hey, just let go, Link. Just let go. Wow. I love it comes through on screen, but it just looks so ominous. Hey, another one of those things. Maybe that's a good place to call it. What do you have? An actual good sword in good shape? Alright, which way are we going here? That way. Pose over there. Nothing. Oh, where are you? Muddle Bud. I never have too many of those. Is there another camp over there? And another camp here. We're camping. This place is positively massive, my gosh. But yeah, we're gonna take our leave here, I think. Unless I find anything. Anything around here? Oh yeah, this will light up a bunch too, which is cool. Whoa. Very cool. Oh, it gives you your health back too. Cool. Alright. So, can I just leave here? No. What if, oh, do I ascend? Is that how to get out of here? Oh, okay. I guess I don't know how to leave. Other than fast traveling. I guess I just assumed that would be like an egress point. So, do we make our way to this thing? Oh, that's above. So really, is it just fast travel to get out? Guess so. Alright, let's do it.